Say when and I'll hit start, brah. Yeah? Dun, 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 dun.
Whoop 'em, chase your style. Chase your style. I am Chise, and every inch of my chops, you got to love them. I grow them and build them like a bakery, I serve them by the dozen. I cook them and pouch them, put them around your neck for a good luck charm. Who'd have thought you could carry Chise with ya? Now listen here, not trying to start no beef, I said. Now listen here, trying to keep it Chisey, so chill, I said. Now listen here, you keep talking shit, you better stop it. Now listen here, we'll have to clear the air. Well, that was your last chance, bro, you didn't know. You ought to know. Hey, well, that was your last chance, bro, you didn't know. You ought to know. You see, I'll have to teach you a lesson. Here I go. Whoop 'em, chase your style. Chase your style.
I don't even know the dance, bro. All I know is this
chase
part.
your style. Chase your style. Whoop 'em, chase your style. Hey, sexy ladies. Want my chase up style. Hey, sexy ladies. You want. Feel 'em more. Come on, you gotta feel 'em more. Baby, you want more. Chaz has got some more. Feel 'em more. Come on, you gotta feel 'em more. Baby, you want more. Chaz has got some more. You know what I'm saying? You want my chase up style. Hey, sexy ladies. You want my chase up style. Hey, sexy ladies. You want. You want my chase up style.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Chise, and this is Getting Chisey. And today I have a special ghost host with me because my boy shit the bed on me. I'm not going to be sad about it. Family first, you know, that kind of shit. Let's just say that when it comes to dad dicks, Chise has got the goddamn greatest dad dick in the history of motherfucking hell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? With the dad dickery over here. Chise, super dad dick. I got that super dad dick. Motherfucker, take a look at it. I got that super dad dick. Bitches want to get on it. So, anyway, my co-host couldn't make it tonight, so I'm going to fly solo today. And I'm just going to give you a story about, like, my weekend and shit and some other crap. We're going to get it down. I don't have my producer, so I got Pox filling in tonight. How you doing, Pox?
What up?
Yeah. So, you know, we're going to spitball around for a little bit. If you guys got a question about some life, you want a little Chise love request line or something like that, you know, Chise will give it to you. Chise knows all about the love and all about being in love and losing love and all that shit, so we got that going on too. I had a request to play a little song. I'm going to put it in the background before I get started here. Let's see. I believe it was for my peeps. Since nobody else is here, I'm going to play this song for my peeps. But I'm going to... I'm just going to get it all nice and quiet down the background there. Can you hear that? Is it like coming in like a little tiny bit? Sweet. So this was a magical weekend. As you could tell by my marshmallows, you're probably saying, Chise, what are you doing eating marshmallows on a fucking Sunday night show? Because now you're talking, I can't hear what you're saying because you got a goddamn marshmallow in your fucking mouth. So, this was the family's Mammoth trip. And it wasn't really Well, I guess I am part of the family because I've been married to her for 17 years almost. Dating her for 18. Got a kid with her that's 13 years old. So I guess I'm part of the family officially. So, but it's mostly her mom thing because her mom started doing this little Camp High Sierra thing where she was a counselor, and all the ladies that were part of this camp counseling group decided that when this thing was done and over with, that they would start coming back every year to Camp High Sierra in Mammoth, and bring their friends, bring their families, bring their kids, and just spend a week sometimes, you know, maybe 2, depending on who they are and what they got going on. Some of them still live up there, that kind of shit. But they would rent the cabins, and Camp High Sierra used to be this huge, big-ass place in Mammoth. They ended up, you know, I guess the county of Los Angeles, from what I heard from her mom on the fucking drive up, because her mama like to talk every 5 minutes. You can't go and just have a little bit of music playing in the background and just get your drive on and just chill and take in everything without mama popping up, mom-in-law talking about, hey, you know Camp High Sierra is owned by Los Angeles County? And of course, Chaz is just trying to get his drive on and be like, I did not fucking know that. Without the F-bomb that time. But, so she would tell me that it used to be a big, huge thing, was the whole valley kind of thing. But City of Los Angeles owned it. So whenever City of Los Angeles is hurting for dough, they sell off a piece here, they sell off a piece there. So now Camp High Sierra is about half the size maybe that it was. And so they're down to like the campgrounds, but they do have like 7 little freaking cabins that this is what these chicks and their families usually rent. So we got in late on the action. We had to stay in a condo. Totally sucked. But, hold on, I need a sip. So we're staying at this damn condo, like you could walk from the condo to the campground, didn't even have to drive. And that's important to the story that I'm gonna get to in a second. So we roll up there Friday morning. I said, we need to be out the goddamn house at 5 a.m. So what happens when you got 3 freaking ladies trying to get ready, and Chaz is up at 4:15, got his duds on, got his suitcase already packed and in the truck. They don't get out the house till about 20 after because of these damn kids and the freaking wife and the mom-in-law and all that shit. So now we're 22 minutes behind schedule, and I already had planned on having to get the gas and everything. So, you know, I planned on that. I get the gas and I say, do you guys want to stop for the freaking bagelry and get some eats and shit? And they're like, yeah. So we pull in. They're like, oh, we don't open until 5:30. And I said, well, by the time we get gas and come back, it should be open. So I get the gas. I come back. It's 5:29. I say, you guys want to get that? They're like, no, it's cool. So we start driving. And, of course, we get like 2 hours into it. And now they want to fucking stop for the coffee and shit and eat the breakfast at the fucking Kramer Junction. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I know it's a tradition, but fuck! Let's just get the fuck up there so we can fucking chill, dude. I don't fucking know what the deal is with always having to stop and all this shit. So we had to stop there. We had to stop at this fucking, this fresh jerky Chuck's Bob's fucking place. I don't know. It's a place that's just a shithole with flies and no AC and a shitter off on the side. And beef jerky sucks. It's not as good as fucking alien beef jerky, but that's because aliens be making alien beef jerky. We already know that. We talked about that shit before. So we stop there. We get rolling through all the towns, and then we have to stop at Convict Lake, which was beautiful, but we'd take a walk around, you know. We'd do like a couple of mile walk around. Eventually, wife gets stung by something, a bush or a bee or something, so her arm's all swollen and shit. And you know, when I go out to the mountains, what Chaz does is Chaz puts his gloves. He's got like them work gloves, you know, that just for work. I put them on one side. I take my knife, it's about this big, and I just put it on the side of my belt. And I walk around, and they're like, what are you doing? I said, you don't know if a motherfucking mountain lion or a fucking bear or a snake is going to jump out, a Bigfoot's going to jump out at your monkey ass, and you got nothing to protect yourself? I said, at least I got a motherfucking knife, so while you bitches are running, Chaz is here protecting your ass. So I always put that knife on when I gets out in the wilderness. So we walk around there. That's fine. By the time we get to our freaking condo, you know, it's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, and we left at 5 basically in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. So what's that, like a fucking almost a 9-hour fucking day of driving and shit? Oh my God, that sucked ass. So we get to the condo, we get everything unloaded, and of course we have to immediately go to the frickin' the fucking what do you call it? Every night, Friday night is the Weenie Roast and marshmallow fucking s'mores making action deal. Okay, so we of course did the Convict Lake, which of course that took like maybe an hour, I guess, you know, of just chilling. So okay, we could have gotten up there in 7, 8 hours. Who gives a fuck? I don't know. Do you give a fuck? Probably don't. Okay. Anyway, we get there, we go to the fucking Vons, and we're like, okay, all we need is, you know, we got the Weenie Roast tonight, and we got a potluck tomorrow. Wife is making some freaking mac and cheese that she likes to make, which is fucking money, right? So she's making the mac and cheese for Saturday night. She's not making it Friday, but this is all we gotta fucking do is buy some of the shit for the mac and cheese, buy some weenies, and then fucking, you know, a little bit of this and that and stuff, and we're out the door. Next thing you know, we're over $100 fucking bucks of fucking shit just for a fucking Weenie Roast. So we get to the goddamn Weenie Roast, and I roll up and I bought some brats just in case I didn't want dogs, and her mom can't have just fucking ballpark Franks or what is it, Bar K, which is like $1.50 for like 8 fucking hot dogs. She got to have the Hebrew National fucking hot dogs that are like $6 a fucking pack, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a fucking hot dog that you ain't even gonna fucking eat. She didn't even have one goddamn hot dog. And we spent $6 on a pack of fucking hot dogs. I could have gone to the 99-cent store and got fucking hot dogs for 99 cents. Fucking pisses me off, dude. Anyway, so we roll out there. I fire up one of my brats. I almost lose it because I try to cook it and it starts sliding off my fucking forky thing. But I saved it. I saved my wiener. I eat that one, and I'm chilling there. And this guy Ray, who's like a cousin or something, I don't know. There's so many people there, and I forget their names because the last time I was there was like 5, 6 years ago, I think. Anyway, he's like, hey, I got some bison dogs over there. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, bison meat. Try it, bro. You got to try it. So I bust out the bison meat one, right? And I cooked that sumbitch up, and that shit was pretty good. Okay, that was way better than that goddamn fucking jerky that we bought from fucking Fred's Jerky Shack shit. What's up, bro?
Bison was good?
Bison, yeah. Bison dogs.
I think I've ever had bison. There's my guy that lives downstairs of my house. I rent out a little room. He brings home a whole bunch of like boar, all kinds of weird sausages and tosses in the freezer. He told me to eat it if I wanted to, but I've never partaken in any of that because I didn't want to waste it if it wasn't. If
You gotta try it.
Yeah, I tried if somebody cooked it and it was like lying around. Hey, have a piece, I'd eat it. But I want to open up a whole like horseshoe looking thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, this tastes like shit. Fuck that. But, so I guess I gotta wait around see what it tastes like.
Yeah. So I tried it. I had that. So I had 2 of those. I didn't even have to break open my marshmallows because there was a shit ton of marshmallows. We didn't have to buy wieners because there was like 10 packs of fucking wieners there that were like half eaten. So we didn't have to buy half the fucking shit we bought for that night. But we brought it. I packed 4 fucking chairs. We didn't even break them out the whole fucking. I broke it out one time. I broke out one chair. My captain's chair with the little fucking arm thing so I could sit in the wilderness and fucking drink a beer and just chill. So that's first night. First night is the Weenie Roast, like I said, and then we start doing the fucking marshmallows and the fucking cooking the s'mores, and everybody's like, hey, how you been, blah, 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 this and that, and I'm just like, every 5 minutes, I'm like, babe, who the fuck was that? I forgot. Every five minutes, somebody would start talking to me. Oh, Jay, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, what's up? How's it going? What you doing with work? And I tell them, and then I go over, and I'd be like, babe, what the fuck is that again? And she's like, oh, that's Charlie. Oh, that's Karen. That's whoever. I know like one girl one old lady that's there because she's been around forever. So I know her and I forget everybody else's name. Anyway, so we're chilling. That's the first night. That's cool, you know. We get back to the freaking condo and I can't sleep for shit, which sucks. I mean, it's a nice condo, but they got, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking about them condos, but we're in room 40-7. They don't tell you where 40-7 is. It's a 2-story fucking condo. They got like 4 buildings of condos. And so we're in the Forester. So they say, whoever, it's like an Airbnb. So they say, hey, you're in building F. Well, there's no F on the fucking building. There's a Forester. Luckily, Chaz is smart enough to figure out that F is for Forester. So we're probably in that building. So we turn in there and they say, you got to park in your stall. So I park in my stall. And of course, they got the trash cans with the bear locks and shit on them now. We go up there and we're like, they didn't tell us where the fucking room is, dude. So I said, you stay here because we got all this shit. You know, we got 3 suitcases and the shit to make, you know, big fucking bin of fucking dishes and shit to make the mac and cheese. We got all this crap. I said, just hold on. I'm going to go up and I'm going to find it. So I freaking walk out one door and I walk around the thing and I walk in this other door. And the first room is 49. And I was like, ah, sweet. And then I look over here and that's room 26. The fuck, you got 49 and 26 right here? Okay. So I walk down, I look at the next door here, and there, and our door's right there, 47. And over here is like freaking 28. And it's like, so I start walking around to get back to the other door where I know they're waiting. And then you got like 25. And then you got like 36. And then you got like, 42. And it's like, the fuck are these numbers, dude? Who numbered the fuck out of these fucking rooms? 1, 2, 3, motherfucker, 4, 5, 6. Put them in fucking order. God damn it. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. So that was right off the bat. Okay, after a fucking 9-hour motherfucking drive, having to walk around and figure out which fucking room was our fucking room because you don't put the fuckers in order. Okay, so we're watching the TVs. And here's another fucking thing about that place. I didn't want to turn this into a bitch session, but I got nobody to vibe off, so I'm just going to bitch about my fucking weekend and why I do not want, I hope you're not watching, babe, but I am super fucking over going to fucking Mammoth! It's a beautiful place, but you know what? Fucking Big Bear is right fucking there, okay? It's right, oh look, that could be Big Bear right there, 2 fucking hours away with the same shit, a fucking lake and trees and bears and deers and motherfucking whatever, snakes and all that shit, okay? 2 fucking hours, not 9 fucking hours because we got to make 3 or 4 fucking stops and shit. And then get to a fucking condo that's not numbered correctly, and then you get in there and they got nice flat screen TV, right? A little 47-inch or whatever sitting there. And you got a flat screen in the bedroom, and it's a 2-bedroom with 2 baths, so we take the master because we're the masters, even though our mom paid for half of it. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, and the kid sleeps on the couch out in the living room. So they got 4 remote controls there. You grab the one that looks like your fucking one at the fucking house, which is fine, and I hit TV and I hit on and it doesn't turn on. And I go, what the fuck is this? So I hit TV again and I click it and it doesn't turn on. So I freaking hold it and I point it and I see this little funky box buried underneath in the fucking shelf of the fucking thing that it's on there. And I fucking pointed at that and it turns on. I'm like, oh, sweet. That's fucking awesome. So now we got like 99 channels. I'm just flipping like a mad motherfucker just to see how many channels we got. And then we get stuck on fucking Destination Truth and watching freaking Josh Gates, who looks like my buddy Bootcut for some reason. So I like the show, only because he looks like Bootcut. So we ended up watching a fucking marathon of that, which is a new show for that channel. So they call it new in the programming when their shows from like 6-7 years ago, when he was on Sci-Fi Channel or whatever, which also sucks. Don't tell me it's a new fucking show when it's not a new show that's been on before. Just because it's new to your channel doesn't make it a new fucking show. Okay. So then we go into the bedroom, and there's no remote control for there. So I look and I go, hey, this is a fucking JVC TV also. So I freaking grabbed the remote control and I'm like, well, maybe they just got one main control for this fucking thing because the other ones look like Philips remote controls because they got Philips DVD players. So I grab that and I'm hitting TV and I'm hitting TV and I'm hitting TV and the motherfucker won't turn on. So I'm like, fucking A. So I walk back out in the living room and I go, here, look at this fucking remote control. And I grab this one and I walk back and I go in the bedroom and it clicks on. I'm like, why don't you keep the fucking remote control for the fucking bedroom in the fucking bedroom? So I get that motherfucker clicked on and I said, fuck it, dude. It's like freaking 11:30 at night. I'm just going to keep it on the fucking Josh Gates. I know what's on there because if I don't do that, I'm going to be flipping just till like freaking 1, 2 in the morning. So I just kept it on the Josh Gates, right? And his little Destination Truth because they were trying to find Bigfoot in Vietnam anyway. So why not watch that shit? So I'm watching that. And of course, 5 minutes into it, you know, get the lights off. Dana rolls over and says, can you turn it down so I can sleep? I'm like, babe, it's on fucking like 5, dude. 5 is like that. This is like 5. Here, I'll just. Hey, I'm Josh Gates. I'm looking for Bigfoot in Vietnam. You know, can you even fucking hear that? No! It's like, just fucking roll and put a fucking pillow over your head like I fucking do when you're watching a show. So now I'm trying to fucking listen. And then, you know, I got to turn it up so I can hear him when he's talking. But then as soon as music or something starts or he starts screaming because they think they found something, I got to turn it down real quick. And then turn it back up when they're stopped talking. And I turn it and I'm like, fuck. So obviously I can't get to sleep with that shit. So I'm up till like fucking 1 in the morning. And then we go to the next day is the Saturday. And we don't have to spend all day in the camp with them. Okay, we just have to be there for the potluck at night. Okay, because they do, it's like I told you, it's a thing they do. Like they used to have a whole week of events and shit. But the main ones would be this weekend. That's why we go up on this weekend. So we got all day. So I'm like, the night before we heard about this place called Red Lake or Red's Lake, which is like the secret spot for locals know about this fucking place. But most of these tourists and shit, they go to like Mary Lake or Mammy Lake or Lake George or whatever all these fucking lakes are around here to do their fishing and shit or swimming if you can. So we were going to try to find that and chill out. But first I wanted to go see the Horseshoe Lake and see if people would die with the carbon monoxide and shit like that. Didn't happen, but that place was packed. So we took the day and we fucking cruised around. We looked at some shit and we went, you know, here and there. And we found this one spot on the side of the hill where there was like freaking still snow. And all the tourists and shit, you know, it's just like, you could fit like maybe 20 cars in this one spot. It's like a lookout point for like frickin' Lake Minaret or whatever lookout point. And everybody's over here and they're all looking out and looking over the mountains and going, and all the Euros and shit. That doesn't sound like a fucking Euro, but, you know, they speak in whatever shit they speak. And they dress like Pete Sankey with his little flippy flop shoes and shit in his fucking robe and shit like he was in Vegas, and they all look like him, and they're fucking all looking out at the mountains here, and we walked over around the side. It's fucking half a fucking mountain with just snow, and we're like, sweet, dude. So of course Chaz, when he gets out in the wilderness, he's got to have a walking stick. So the girls are all playing in the snow. Chaz is walking over here by the trees and shit looking for a fallen branch so that I can make a big old walking stick, and I find a perfect one. And it's this big motherfucker like this with just like a little bit of a bend on it, right? A little bit of bend, like that. So I fucking break it off the fucking tree. And I got my stick. Pwah! And I'm like fucking Moses out there on top of the hill with a fucking stick walking around. Talking about Chaz is on the hill. Walking around. And I get down back to the snow. And the girls are throwing the snow. And freaking Mammy or mom-in-law, whatever you want to call her. I don't know. I don't want to call her Mammo because that's Boots' mom's name. That we call her because she's Mammo in camo because he always wears camo. So his mom's name is Mammo. So it's not a Mammo, but it's my mother-in-law. Anyway, she's got this little stick. It's like this big, and they're throwing snowballs at each other, and she's trying to hit it like that shit. I'm like, what are you guys fucking doing? You ain't know how to hit no fucking snowball. So I walk up there with my fucking 5-foot-long walking stick, and I walk down there, and I said, throw me some damn snowballs. And they're throwing me snowballs, and I'm just like freaking fucking blowing these things up. Anything they throw, I'm hitting everything. I missed one. You know why I missed it? Because they threw it over here. And Chise tried to do a spin around in the snow like this and went, and just missed it. But anyway, they threw this big motherfucking snowball, right? And Chise was ready. They throw it up and Chise says, and as soon as he hits it, it explodes and a chunk of fucking ice goes, right in my fucking ear, dude. Have you ever had ice in your ear, dude? A chunk of ice in your fucking ear.
I have not.
Dude, it's not like water. Like when you take a shower in the water, or you go swimming and the water's just, it's just like, it like drips out of your head and shit. Or it's like a fucking, you know, sometimes you get like a fly or something, and it'll go, and you'd be like, what the fuck, man? And you think it's in there. But this shit was stuck in there. So it had to be in there, melting in my fucking ear, dude. Because I couldn't get it out. I was like, I can't get that fucker in there. And I'm like, dude, don't ever get a piece of ice in your fucking ear, dude. It is the worst.
Can we do that to Richie when he comes back?
Is he going to come back?
If he does, we do it.
We should, dude. We should get a fucking dick in the ear, fucker. Anyway, so I got a little bit of snow in my ear off the first crack, but I was hitting fucking bombs, dude. I was fucking hitting bombs. And then we went down, we tried to find the little secret spot again. And we couldn't really find it because one of her cousins or whatever was like, oh, you got to go here. And you turn left and make this dirt road, take this dirt road. It's like a couple miles in, but you can stay to the right. Okay, and then once you get there, just like nobody there, just like maybe some locals. But you could swim, you could see the bottom of the whole lake and all this shit, and it's fucking beautiful. And that's where I wanted to go. I had my cooler full of fucking beers and drinks, and we had some snacks. And we kept driving by this one spot, and there was this big ass truck and this sign that said road closed, but no sign that said Red's Lake because they don't advertise it. So we go look at the Horseshoe Lake, and it's nice, and there's all the fucking Euros there, and they're diving in, and it's nice because, you know, Euro dad's got the little fucking Speedos on. He's like this fucking tight, super ass tight Speedos that are like this high up, and he's like diving in with his son and shit, trying to race to the dead log that's in there, because that lake is a Horseshoe Lake is like got a huge like carbon monoxide bubble under it or something like that, and it always kills like I don't think there's any fish in there in the water. And trees and everything around it die because of the carbon monoxide coming out. Anyway, these guys are racing to the stump and left and right. And everybody's out there, and it's packed. It's like fucking Disneyland at fucking Mammoth. So we bounce, and we try to find the fucking place again. And we can't find it, and I'm not sure it's that fucking road. So we finally find this one park ranger chick. Like, we're going to go to Devil's Post Pile, some other famous place up there. And I'm like, well, can we just go there first? Because I asked her where it is, and she's like, oh, you go back and you see the road, and when you get to this one spot, that's where you turn. It's like, okay, I'm not going to give it away, because if I end up ever going back, I don't want you motherfuckers there. I want to be there, chilling. So I said, can I see Devil's Post Pile? Since we're right here at the fucking gate. Yeah, you can, but you got to park it. You got to take a shuttle down. It goes like every 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck that, bro. I'm going to go find this freaking other secret spot. So we go back, and now that we know where it is, it's a spot where the truck was parked and it said road closed. So I'm like, fuck. Okay. And like, you know, a little bit farther down, wherever we are, you know, we're in Mammoth. So they still got snow up there. So they got the freaking lodge open and shit. So I'm like, fuck that, dude. So I flip a bitch, go back up the road a little bit, and there's another little turnoff where I saw a car earlier. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. So I turn in there. Nobody's there. It's got some fucking shit on the hill, right? Some snow here, some snow there. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking, nobody here. You know, we're not even a mile off the road, like maybe 500 feet off the road. I'm gonna fucking just chill here, dude. I'm gonna have my beer. I'm gonna chill. You girls can play in the freaking snow, whatever. So they go over, they start walking on the snow, and Chise is sitting there. And weird thing about altitude and Chise is that no matter what he does, eats, drinks, breathes, whatever, it gives him super gas. So the whole Friday night, whole Saturday, Chise is blowing ass on every fucking thing. So all day long, Chise has been dropping ass in the truck, out of the truck, everywhere, on fucking Euros as they're walking by. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. They're fucking Euros, right? So we're chilling at the freaking place. And before I set down my chair and stuff and grab my beer, I'm like, I might have to take a shit. And they're like, well, hey, there's some snow up there. You can go up there the hill. And I said, that's pretty good. I think I will fucking shit in the snow. That'll be an adventure for Mammoth. That'll be a little story. So I climbed up this hill and I looked around and they're playing way down the hill over there. And I could kind of get like in between some trees so they can't see me. And I'm looking around and I'm making sure there's no fucking Bigfoots and no mountain lions and shit like that. No snakes. And the snow was buried over all the stuff except for like this one root or this tree that had fallen over and made like a hump. So I said, that's a perfect spot right there. Got a little bit of snow, got a hump right there so I could just get my back on it like this, you know, and you get the squat down, you can just lean back and get your legs up like that. You can't really see, okay, you can't see it. Oh, sorry, I forget how much screen we got. So you get like this and you get leaning in the back like that. Right? And hopefully I don't fall over, but you're leaning back on it. You got your ass out like this and your balls hanging down and you're fucking sitting there and you're like, and it just flows out like water, right? Not even diarrhea, just nice little poops that just go and hit the snow and hit the snow. And then you got, you know, as you're squatting like this and you're pushing everything like that, of course you got to pee a little bit. So you're peeing and I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want that to hit my boot. So I got to fucking reach my hand under like this, right? And I'm fucking holding the wiener down, pointing it straight down, so it's not shooting over here, hitting my boot. And I drop my 2-3 turds, right? And I get my pee out like that, and I'm like, whew. And luckily, Chise always comes prepared. So I had a pile of fucking of napkins and shit that I collect from the restaurants and stuff that I eat at, that I leave in my truck. So I had a handful of that. I borrowed the hat that the kid was wearing. I put them all in there. I grabbed my chicken eating wing gloves because I keep some in my truck for eating wings and shit on the road, and in case I want to eat some spicy stuff and I'm stuck in traffic. So I got a glove like that. I put the glove on and I grab the shit. I get in there. And the other good thing about the altitude is that it don't take a lot of wiping for Chise. It comes out pretty dry for some reason. So, you know, I got about 5 wipes in maybe. Took that shit. And here's another fucking thing. You fucking people that go out to anywhere, the wilderness, the beach, a park, clean your fucking shit up, okay? Maybe not the shit, but if you wipe your ass with something, pick that fucking shit up. I grabbed a bag. I took the bag up with me. I put all my shit wipes in there. I took my hand, put that in the fucking bag, rolled the bag up, took it back down there. The only thing I left was my shit, which I took a couple of nice pictures and shared it with my friends on the feed because they need to see that shit. It was the attack of the snow shit. So, got that shit in, took it, picked up everything except the shit. I'll tell you what, dude, them flies in the wilderness, those motherfuckers know when something shits, because I couldn't even get that shit out of my ass before they started dropping on it, dude. It was crazy. You had a fly like this fucking big. Like, he was dominating. He jumped right on top of that and said, this is my shit, motherfuckers. Little flies would, like, land next to it, and he'd be like, poof, and he'd do like a head turn or whatever they do with their eyes and shit. I don't even know. And that little fly would take off, and he would just be like, poof, like king of the shit hill, dude. He was just sitting on there. So I think I got a picture of that, too. I'm not going to share it today, okay? But did that shit, walked down the fucking hill. Girls are still playing over there. They said how'd it go. I said it was a good shit. I grabbed my chair, I sat down, I cracked open a beer, and I just sat there and just looked up, looked at the trees and everything, and just relaxed. It was like 5 minutes of just fucking relaxing and drinking my beer. It was fucking money, super money. I'm gonna skip that because we heard that before. So that was like 5 minutes of just like enjoy my fucking weekend. So then, of course, the potluck starts at 6, and it's almost 4, and we need about 2 hours, or Dana needs about 2 hours to make her frickin' mac and cheese shit back at the condo. So we bail. which is fine because somebody found our secret spot too. Like just after I took a shit, somebody rolled up and got their dog out and was starting to play with their dog and crap. Not right next to us, but they were right there so we could hear them and see them where they parked and all that bullshit. So we bail, go back. She makes her thing. I try to power nap for a fucking hour. Maybe got 20 minutes of sleep. We go back to the potluck. And actually, before we get there, we stop for this freaking pizza. And the pizza place was good, but I forget the name. But it was good. But we were going to try to keep it chill because we knew we had the potluck and all this food to eat. So we weren't going to eat big. So what do? We walk into a fucking pizza place expecting to just buy a slice and walk out. Maybe a slice and a Coke. Go back to the condo and eat it. They don't sell by the slice. So, hey, let's sit here and fucking eat. It's like, fuck, dude. We only got like an hour till 4 o'clock or whatever it is. And you want to sit down to fucking eat a fucking pizza or whatever. So we all order pizzas, little mini pizzas and fucking big ass salads that come with it and a fucking drink, and a kid gets a sandwich and shit. Now you're talking another fucking 60 fucking bucks just to eat this fucking shit that we were going to spend like $5 and get a little fucking snack. So much for doing this shit on the fucking cheap, dude. It's not even fucking Saturday night and we've already dropped 200 fucking bucks on this fucking trip with food and shit that we don't even fucking need to eat, dude. God damn. So, what do? We go back to the fucking potluck, right? And I'm like super excited because, you know, you walk in, we drop off our fucking shit right there, and I look over, and there's these two fucking, like tri-tips or something that somebody barbecued right there. And then these other chicks brought in like these big ass pieces of fucking turkey, like they were breaking them off. With turkey, and somebody brought some lasagna, and we got the mac and cheese. Somebody else had the mac and cheese. They got some meatballs and shit. All this crap in there. So I get my plate and I throw some like meatball. There were 2 different kinds. So I throw 2 of each on there. I throw some lasagna and I said, I'm gonna give me some of that turkey, dude. So I put the dark meat turkey on there, and then I put the fucking tri-tip on there, and I said, dude, I'm gonna get the tri-tip, dude. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take like 10 pieces because I cut them up small and shit, you know, like finger size, like that long. Boom. So I grab all this shit. And I start eating. And of course, the mac and cheese is awesome because my wife made it, right? I take a bite of lasagna, and it's a little bit runny, a little bit cold, like wet, kind of, but not bad. And I was like, okay, eat a couple bits of that, have a meatball, meatball's money, grab that turkey, eat that shit, and it was fucking soggy as fuck, dude. Like they just dropped it in like the toilet and just let it soak in the fucking toilet. And then said, okay, that looks good. Let's take it. Because you chewing it and like water is like squirting out of your fucking mouth as you're chewing it. I'm like, fuck, dude. I was so looking forward to some fucking dark meat turkey. And these motherfuckers, I've got a soggy ass turkey. How do you get soggy ass turkey, dude? I don't know. So, I'm over the turkey. I'll take some bites of the tri-tip. And it's the way I like it. It's like medium rare. But also a little bit on the wetness side, but not super bad, but it could have used some salt, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't that good. But it was good. It was good, but it was good. But yeah, so something. So, the other thing about Saturday is after the potluck is dance night. And what they do for the last 40 fucking years is they've got this old record player that has got to be from 40 years ago. It's this brown fucking thing that's like a little suitcase, and you carry it and you pop open the top, and there's the record player. And then they got the records that play around it, right? And so they try to teach everybody. This Lisa chick, I told you I know her name, runs the show. We'll spend 10 minutes telling you how to do this fucking dance for a 2-minute dance, so that everybody does this dance that they've been doing for 40 fucking years. So, the amazing thing is, my wife has been going there since she's been born, and she still doesn't remember all the dances, which is weird. But, they got all these fucking dances going, right? And she's teaching everybody. They're like, oh, Jay, you got to dance, you got to dance. I'm like, no. I got my vodka energy drink in this hand, and I got my beer in this hand. Chise likes to relax by double fist, and even though this is a Coca-Cola, but we're not advertising for them, so you guys can't tell it's a Coca-Cola. And you can't tell this is a Miller Lite. But I've got my vodka energy drink, and I got my beer. And I'm just chilling in my chair, and I am not going to get the fuck up for nothing. So don't even think I'm going to tell you a story about me dancing, because I did not. I had my boots on, and I said, I ain't dancing in these goddamn boots. It's Saturday fucking night. I'm going to fucking chill and watch you monkeys dance. So they're dancing. Chise is drinking. Take a sip like that. Watch everybody dance. I'm recording it, you know, for future and shit. Have that drink. Finish this one in the first half hour. Finish this a couple minutes later. Walk out of the truck. Get another one. Come back. They're doing their other 2 or 3 dances. And they're all these like Dutch funky dances where they have to do like a certain number of steps. So you go 1, 2, go this way a couple. Go this way a couple. Clap your hand. Go this way a couple. Kick over here. Do this shit. So I'm drinking my beer and I'm enjoying it. Watching everybody be stupid and try to figure out how to do these dances, except for the people that have been there for like 40 years that know it. So I finished that beer. I go back to the truck, you know, and this is like a 2-hour event, this whole dancing thing. So within the first hour, I had finished my drinks that I had with dinner and walking around in between that and the fucking dance, because we went down to this little running river to see where they threw the ashes of somebody's sister that died years ago. Anyway, so I had my 2 beers. I finished my little drink, and the little drink was like this. It was like one of those little mini 8-ounce cups maybe of the vodka energy. So I make my way out to get my 3rd beer, and I say, you know what? I'm just going to grab 2 fucking beers. So that way I don't have to get the fuck up again. I'll just enjoy this one. If I want another one when I'm done, it's right there. I ain't got to get up. So I bring back 2, and I set it down, and immediately, of course, the wife looks over at me. Could that be your last beer? And I'm like, what? I said, this is only my 3rd fucking beer. And I had a little fuck at this. And that's if I even want it. I'm just bringing it so I don't have to get the fuck up again. Well, you still got to drive us back to the condo. So, the condo is right fucking there. You could walk. We're on a mountain. And she's bitching about us being on a fucking mountain and having to drive to get back to the condo, which all you got to do is go out the little fucking dirt, half asphalt fucking road, hang a right, go down to the stop sign, hang a right, turn into the fucking parking lot. It's like, dude, it's not even a quarter mile. It's maybe 1,000 feet. You could walk from the campsite through the woods out into the parking lot that's right across the street from the fucking condo. And she's telling me and I understand you're not supposed to drink and drive and shit, but I knew this dancing shit and the ping ponging that was coming afterwards and all that shit was going to go on for another hour or 2 at least. So now, of course, Chise is fucking bitter that it's Saturday night and he can't even enjoy. The only thing he looks forward to this whole fucking weekend is just chilling and having a beer or 2 and relaxing in the wilderness. Okay? And she's already on my ass about having 2 fucking beers. I'm like, I'm a big motherfucker boy, dude. I could have 10 beers before I start feeling these motherfuckers. Especially if I've eaten something, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, now I'm bitter. Sitting in the motherfucking chair bitter with my fucking beer. And I'm like, fucking shit. And then my daughter gets done dancing because she was trying to learn some of the dances, which was cool and stuff. I taped that, everything. But she looks over and nobody's playing ping pong. So I'm like, okay, sweet. So I leave the 1 beer there, and she asked me to play ping pong. And so I grabbed the beer I've been drinking, my 3rd beer, okay. And I walks in there, and we're playing on these old school ping pong tables and shit. And I'm like, are we going to play games? She's like, yeah, okay. And she does that thing where she hits the ball, and it goes poof, over here, or poof, over there. And I'm like, we're going to play to 5, okay. First 1 to 5 wins. So within like 5 minutes, I beat her ass 5-1. I gave her 1 point. Well, actually, she got 1 because it hit the net and kicked over. So she got a legit point for that. But I dominated, you know, without having to smash my own kid like fucking Gary would do to his kid to teach him a lesson. 'Cause boy, you gotta learn! Anyway, I smashed her. This little boy was sitting there waiting to play. So I was like, hey, bro, you want to play? And he's like, yeah, sure. So okay, babe, you can play him. Boom. And I said, I need to get the fuck out of here anyway, dude. I'm over the fucking yapping my fucking ear about me trying to relax and just enjoy watching stupid people dance and having a beer. So I go outside my truck and I grab my chair again and I puts it down. And I sit down and I start looking and I see a couple of stars because it's better than lights. And I'm just relaxing, looking at the stars. And I'm drinking that beer. And now the woman has done pissed me off, so I said, fuck it, dude. I grabbed another beer out the cooler. Still left the one back over there. So I was drinking that a little bit, and I was watching it, and she comes out, and she's like, is that your last beer? It's like, I'm just looking at the fucking stars, baby. I'm just looking at the fucking stars, okay? So she takes off. Kid comes out, and I'm like, hey, look at the stars. Look at the stars. And her mom comes over. Isn't it a pretty night? Yeah, motherfucker, why you think I'm out here by myself? Go back in and fucking dance. Ah, dude. So finally they shut the fuck up so I could just sit and look at the fucking stars and relax for another 5 minutes. So I got 10 minutes of relaxing on this fucking weekend. Go back to the fucking hotel. Turn on the TV. I said, fuck it, dude. It's like 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night. And I didn't know if they'd have DVD players. So what do? I bring some DVDs. I brought some Star Wars because we got the kids. So I brought the 3 original movies, you know, because they're the best and shit. And so if we want to sit and watch them, we'll watch them. And then I brought my Jackie Chan 8-movie collection that I got at Target for like $4 just in case I'm the only one up and wants to watch something. And then I brought this movie called Freaks in Nature, which came out a few years ago. And I think it's got Vanessa Hudgens in it or whatever. She's kind of hot. So I was like, fuck it, dude. Just fucking give me shit all fucking night about having 1 or 2 beers more than she thinks I should have or be allowed to have. I said, I'm going to put in Freaks of fucking Nature. And I'm just going to sit there and watch that. So I grab the remote that says Philips that's sitting right on top of it. And I hit power. And it doesn't fucking kick on. I hit power again. And it doesn't kick on. 5 times. I keep hitting power and the motherfucker won't hit. I go, God fucking damn it. I walk out to the fucking living room and I see another remote right there. And I grab that and I walk in and it clicks on. Fuck! Why can't you keep the fucking remotes that belong in that fucking room in that fucking room? So I don't have to waste 10 fucking minutes trying to turn shit on. God damn it. 2 times they got me with those fucking things. 2 times. So I get that motherfucker on, right? And I start watching. She's like, what are you watching? I said, Freaks of Nature. She's like, yeah, but we're trying to go to sleep. Well, what if I don't want to watch it? I said, then just go to fucking sleep, dude. Okay, you're going to be asleep in 5 fucking minutes. What does it matter what we're fucking watching when you go to sleep? Okay? I want to watch this fucking movie because I know I'm going to be fucking up. Okay? So I just sit there and I fucking get the movie going. And it turns out to be a fucking money movie, dude. A fucking comedy, fucking like freaky horror movie with like freaking vampires and zombies and aliens. Fucking everything in it, dude. If you guys haven't seen Freaks of fucking Nature, dude, and you want to just watch a funky comedy, the thing I like about it is that they already said, okay, we got vampires. And it takes place with like starts out in the high school bullshit, you know, because you got to have the young kids to keep everybody watching the movie. You want to watch the young kids in the movies. So they've already got their sex. They've got the vampires that go to the school also. They got zombies that already go to school. When they get off the bus, they have to put on those little stun necklaces so if they try to bite somebody while they're at school, they get shocked, okay, which is funny. So they've already established that zombies are already in this town, wherever they live, and this is what they do to control the zombies. They got the vampires over here. They got vampire teachers and shit. And that Keenan guy, who are those dudes? Keenan and Peele? Is that those guys? Those are old comedy guys on Comedy Central back in the day. They did that movie Keanu about the cat.
Oh, Key and Peele.
Key and Peele, yeah. I forget which one's which, but the taller guy, he was in the movie and he was playing a vampire teacher. And he was pretty freaking money in it. Anyway, so you got this boy who likes this chick, which is Vanessa Hudgens, but can't get anything off of her because she's into the vampire dude, but she just keeps her weed at his house to hide it from her parents and bullshit like that. And so, you know, he thinks he's going to get a piece because some shit's going down when the aliens land, and he thinks he's going to get laid because she's like, you don't want to die a virgin, and he's like, yeah. And just before he gets a chance to like get in on that shit, fucking somebody crashes through his window and fucking like a zombie is fighting a vampire or something, so they break the hell out. Anyway, it's a fucking funny ass movie. It's got fucking Dennis Leary in it and shit, and some other people you recognize. But I don't give it all away. I'm just gonna say, if I had 5 stars to give a fucking movie, I would give it 5 because it was fucking funny and it was fucking entertaining, son. So, I'm watching this movie, right? And I start at 11. It's like a 2-hour movie, so you know, next thing you know, it's like freaking 12:45, 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. And I'm not tired yet. I've got the heavy eyes with the eyes that are burning your eye sockets because you're watching TV in the dark and shit. But I can't sleep because that motherfucking room, there's no fucking air. We don't have the AC and we don't have the window open. It's just that dry fucking mountain air that sits in the fucking room when you don't have any windows and shit open. So I can't sleep. So I fucking turn off the fucking thing. I stand up, turn it off. I take the movie out so I don't forget my movie because we're leaving the next morning, which was today. So I grab that movie at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. I turn off the thing and I hit the remote to try to go back to the fucking TV, and it won't go back to fucking TV. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? It's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. The wife is gonna fucking wake up and start bitching if I'm sitting here for fucking 10 minutes trying to figure out how to get the goddamn TV in the dark back on the fucking TV. Because now I'm just sitting on the side of the TV poking all the fucking buttons like this. Menu. Okay. TV. There it is. HDMI. Get it to HDMI. Hit menu for okay. And it comes up HDMI with no picture. I'm like, fuck. So I go through it again. HDMI, that's what it was on. Hit it again. HDMI, it won't do it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not fucking HDMI. Maybe it's just fucking TV. So I get it to fucking TV. And I fucking hit the thing. And nothing comes on. I'm like, god damn, what the fuck is with this? 10 minutes already spent standing up in the dark trying to figure out this fucking goddamn TV at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. So I hit HDMI again, it doesn't work. I go back to TV, and it fucking works. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Now I'm fucking wide awake again because I just spent 10 minutes fucking around with the fucking TV because the fucking buttons ain't working. So my boy Destination Truth is not fucking on. So I start flipping. I find the movie channel or whatever, and there's this convict movie called frickin' Terminal Island or something. And I go, dude, this looks like a fucking 70s movie. This has got to be some kind of cheesy bullshit. You could tell by the hair and the tight fucking 70s pants that they're wearing and shit, and the hairdo. Like the one dude's got that, like, you guys don't remember Chips and shit from back in the 70s, 80s, whatever it was. But John's hair with that little fucking thing he had going on, like the kind of funky, scraggly bowl haircut, whatever. So I go, okay, that's a 70s movie, Terminal Island. I don't know. These guys are probably cons or something like that because they're dressed in the blue and shit, and there's ladies and they're dressed in the blue. So I flipped through the 99 channels and I said, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to go back to that channel and just watch this. Who knows what the fuck. It's going to be stupid, but it'll probably put me to sleep. So they're on this island, and apparently when you get arrested, there's this island they call Terminal Island off of California that they throw you. And for some reason, like I said, I was like 20 minutes already into the movie that I missed, so I don't know who's what, but there's this one guy that I guess is in charge, the head bad guy in charge that wants to kill these other guys, these other convicts, for no fucking reason. I don't know what the reason is, because maybe they don't want to play along with his fucking rules. So you got like 3 blondes and some brunette chick and then some black chick, and then you got like 2 black guys, and this one guy was kind of like the leader dude because he's been on the island forever with this guy that's trying to kill everybody. So he's kind of telling these guys what to do kind of thing. And you got a couple of other white guys in there, and this one white guy likes this one blonde chick for whatever reason, but she's not feeling him, so she's feeling the guy with the fucking Chips haircut, and so she's kind of making out with him, and he gets mad, and he walks over and does that 70s thing where he goes and punches him, and the guy rolls around, and he jumps on the chick, and he's like trying to get on her, and she's like, no, 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 and he's like trying to get his rape on, and she's like, no, 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 and everybody starts hearing, and they run over, and like, what the fuck, and they smack him off of her, and shit like that. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because instead of killing him or sending him away from the group, they kind of keep him with them, but now she wants her revenge. So they're chilling after being chased by some of the other bad guy convicts. I want to kill these good guy convicts and shit. And they're chilling in this one spot, and she's chilling with the guy, and she's like, what is that shit over there? And he's like, oh, dude, that's like royal honey off these bees. You see that hive right there? Those fucking bees will kill for that shit, dude. So she's like, yeah. So they cut to the scene, and she is like naked in the lake, like just kind of like not really washing, but just kind of sitting there, and you can't really see that she's like freaking naked and stuff. And this dude that tried to rape her comes walking by, and he looks over, and she starts giving him the eye like, like this, and he's just watching going, are you fucking serious, dude? Are you just fucking almost had me like kick the fuck out the group and shit and whatever, and now you're like giving me the googly eyes and shit. And she's like, and then she gets out the fucking water and she walks up, and this is on the fucking movie channel, and she's butt naked, and I was like, oh, I might get to see some titty. So of course I saw the bare ass, so now I'm definitely awake, because now I want to see these damn titties, okay? Because she's got the legit like frickin' Bridget Bardot body, where it's like a real woman body, you know what I'm saying? It's not too fat, and it's not one of them skinny, super skinny chicks with bolt-ons from like the fucking nowadays. This is an old 70s chick with a nice round bootay and a nice little frame coming up to some boobies. So I'm like, okay, I might get to see some. And of course, she gets out and puts on her shirt like this. And I'm like, ah, dude. And as she's buttoning it, she's like smiling at him still. I'm like, hey. He's like, I thought you didn't want a piece of me. And she's like, oh, man, I was just, that was then. This is now kind of shit. And then she just spent the whole thing buttoning up her shit. And now she's unbuttoning her shit, right? And starts, boom, and them titties come out, and they are nice. And I was like, boom, what's going on with this movie? So she's like, oh no, baby, let's go over here, dude. So she walks him over there, and of course he's like, hey, I'm finally gonna get some of this shit. And she starts talking about, oh yeah, baby, this and that, and she grabs some of this jelly, right? So stupid. And he's like, what's that? And she's like, oh, I love me some honey on my meat. And he's like, all right. And she's like, take your pants off. So he's like, takes his pants off, sits down next to her. She grabs this freaking ween like this with the jelly, and she's like, you can't see this on the freaking, well, you can see me doing it, but you can't see it on the TV, but she's like doing the stroke thing, and she's like, oh yeah, I'd like to get this all lathered up and get it ready. And she's getting like real close, and he's like, yeah. And then she's like, turn over. And he's like, fuck you talking about? And she's like, yeah, I want it all over you and stuff like that. First of all, bro, she's rubbing honey on your fucking dick. If she ain't sucking it right after she's doing it, I'm getting the fuck out, dude. I'm sticking it in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rolling over so you can fucking slap some honey on my fucking ass and in my asshole. What the fuck is that shit? Anyway, this stupid ass rolls the fuck over, right? And she starts rubbing it all on his ass, and he's just like, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, thinking it's about to happen. And so she gets up and she runs over while he's still sitting there going, oh yeah. He's like, come on, baby, let's get this going. And she runs over and she picks up this big old stick like my walking stick. And he goes, pzah, pzah, right on the fucking tree with the bees. And of course the bees come out and they smell the honey and start stinging his ass. And he's like, ah, ah! And he runs and he jumps in a pool. She's like, ha ha, motherfucker, now we're even. Moral of that story is don't fall for that shit, boys. Don't let some girl start rubbing shit on your wing and your ding if she ain't gonna do something immediately after. If she starts telling you to fucking roll over, oh hey, let me put some handcuffs on you and shit, let me tie you to the bed, that kind of crap, get the fuck out, son, because you don't know what's gonna happen then. That ice picking shit from like fucking, what's that movie with the ice pick? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that mother bitch will start stabbing you with a fucking ice pick, or to put honey on your shit and release the bees, or ants and shit, dude. I've seen that shit too in a movie. Shit's crazy. So I watched the whole end of the movie, and of course it is super stupid, cheesy as fuck. But you know, what am I gonna do? Ain't nothing else on. So I finished that movie. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm just gonna leave it on the fucking whatever channel, and I'm just gonna try to close my eyes, and I try to fall asleep. And it's so fucking dry that I can't fall asleep. So I wait another 10 minutes. So I'm tossing and turning all fucking night. Get up, go to the bathroom, come back, look at my phone. It's like 4. I'm like, fuck, dude. I've still got like fucking 3 hours. So I start to fall asleep again. It's not working. Wake up. And I'm just sitting there going, fuck, dude, this is going to be shit. Because I know I got like a fucking 6 to 8 hour drive home. Depends on how many times these chicks want to stop. Plus, we have the going away breakfast that everybody does, a big Sunday breakfast back at the fucking lodge at freaking 8 a.m., of course. And I've got like 20 minutes sleep, maybe. So I'm laying in bed. It's like 6 o'clock. And I go, dude, I got a fucking hour until we're even getting up. And I'm like this, and I'm like, dude, maybe if I just roll over like this. And as I roll over, I feel this little like drip in my nose, and it's like, dude, I don't want to blow my nose now, you know? So as I continue rolling over, it starts gushing. I'm like, oh shit, dude. I got one of them fucking high altitude bloody nose motherfuckers, and I grab my face like this because I don't want to get it all over their fucking sheets and shit, and I jump up, and I'm sitting in there, and it's just fucking dripping like crazy out this side of my nose, and I'm like in the bathroom like fucking for half a fucking hour, basically until it was time to get the fuck up anyway. Just like stuffing fucking tissue up in my fucking nose, trying to keep it from fucking, you know, trying to get it to dry out and shit. So that was my fucking morning right there. Ended up getting a couple of drips of blood on the fucking thing, so hopefully they just think the wife was on the rag and she dirtied the bed, whatever, when they go to wash the sheets. So we do the breakfast, and we get in the car. She's like, you want me to drive? I was like, nah, because I know if I let her fucking drive, we will stop 3-4 times at least. So I said, I'm going to fucking drive. So we get the fuck out of there, 9:15. We stop at that Shots place down in Bishop to get some fucking bread. That place is packed like a motherfucker. So we ended up just buying like a couple of fucking things, which totally for the 20-something minutes we were there, is not worth it. It was some Gouda cheese and a fucking bread roll. Anyway, so we get back on the road, and I said, dude, I'm not fucking stopping for shit. I said this in my head because I'm not telling them. Because they have another tradition on their Mammoth trip, is instead of going back down the fucking, 395 to whatever, back over the way we came, they like to go straight all the way down to fucking Los Angeles, and it ends somewhere, and you got to cut over on this one street in this dead-ass fucking town with like some little restaurant, and they'll have lunch there. And then they'll get back on, and then get on the 14 or whatever it is, and then come down 14 and into the Los Angeles and all that shit. And I said, fuck it. I'm not going that fucking way unless somebody says something. And we're getting close to the fucking exchange, and I look back, and our mom's kind of like asleep or just looking down at some shit, and Dana's just chilling there, a kid. I don't care what the fuck she says. And she's just sitting there. And they got the row where it's like 2 lanes, but this one will either go straight or you'll get back on your freeway. And I'm in this one, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the last minute. And the last minute, nobody says anything, and I just hit the blinker real quick and go, and fucking get back on the way we came, so we ain't got to stop at that stupid ass fucking place for lunch. It was a beautiful fucking thing. So we made it home in 6 fucking hours versus 9 from fucking Friday driving up there because Chaz did not stop one time after that shot. So I didn't care. Unless somebody said they had to pee real bad, Chaz held his pee for fucking 3 fucking hours, dude. Fuck that crap. So anyway, that was it. I got home at 3. I'm taking a shit. I said, babe, I got to take a shit. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to try to power nap because I got a show tonight. She's like, really? You going to do a show tonight? I said, yeah, of course. So I get on the shitter as of, before I'm jumping in the shower. Might as well shit before you shower, right? Clean your ass right after. It's a good thing. So I'm sitting on the shitter, going to catch up on my feet, and I got this text message from my boy, Minnie, saying he can't do it tonight. And he wants other buddy boy to fill in and be my co-host. And I was like, and then he's like, but he ain't got no car because his car broke down. And I'm like, so I hit him up and I said, hey, you want to co-host? Where you at? And then I hit up Wayne again and I said, bro, how about if you just drive him here? That way you don't leave Lily because, there's a little some action going on there where you want to be with the kid and just drive him here and I'll drive him home. He's like, nah, I can't do it. And then I was like, fuck it, dude. I'll go fucking solo, bro. So here I am solo. That's the whole story of why I'm solo. I woke up, or I got home and I went to take a shit and found out that I was doing this shit by myself. So I tried to hit up some of my boys, and of course it's like 3 hours notice on a Sunday and everybody's probably chilling from everything they did over the weekend. So Chaz had to chill all by himself. And that's my weekend. Do we got anything else? Was that good enough?
That was great.
Anybody ask any question? Anything? No?
Nope. Just Sneaky said that he thinks when he's watching WWE pay-per-view.
Oh, fuck that guy. If you fucking dog me for a fucking WWE, are you fucking kidding me, bro? I thought we was bros, bro. Wouldn't do that to you, motherfucker. Huh? You get on my boy Ty. You get on my boy Ty's ass for some stupid shit, and then you go and do this shit, and I can't get on your ass for it? Fuck you. Fuck. What? God damn it, I'm out of my beer. It just doesn't sound the same when I'm saying fuck you with a Coke in my hand. God damn it. But the show's almost fucking over, and I don't want to open another fucking beer because I got to work tomorrow anyway. So, on that note, thanks Ghost Host for filling in for me, and love all y'alls. I'll see you next week.